Hey everyone, welcome back to the 4-star series. If you guys haven't seen the last episode, we beat Into the Future on 4-star restrictions, and this video will be focused on Cats of the Cosmos. Do you guys think I can beat it? Well, we're about to find out in this video. Just to give you guys a quick little recap, here are the rules. I can only use special and rare cats, no cat god miracles, and no continues. With all that out of the way, there's actually nothing that we need to catch up on, as I mentioned every single thing that I did off camera at the end of the Into the Future video. So we can just jump straight in. On the very first level, Earth, we get introduced to this saga's gimmick, Star Aliens. Star Aliens are just like the aliens that we fought in Into the Future, but they have a star on them which for some reason changes them, as they're no longer affected by the treasures we got in Into the Future, meaning we have to grind entirely new separate treasures for them, which is going to get super annoying as you'll see later in this video. The next stage, Mars, shows us the other gimmick of this saga, restrictions. Now we're already on restrictions, meaning we can only use specials and rares. Thankfully this one wasn't too harsh, only taking away our ability to use special cats. But some of these restrictions will get super difficult and borderline impossible. Jupiter gets absolutely clapped by Courier. Saturn only lets us use units 300 cost and up, but we can still use Courier and he absolutely destroys the stage. Venus is the same restrictions, and we get introduced to the next starred alien, Starpang. Right now he's not too big of a deal, but later on, he's terrible, you'll see. Mercury we can only deploy up to 20 units, so we just steamroll through with Courier. The Sun is the same restrictions, and we actually get a cool little rematch with I Am Face, the boss from the Great Abyss in Into the Future Chapter 1. But once again, he gets destroyed by Courier. Uranus only lets us use one row. Wait, is that a Frosty Beer reference? Yo! Yeah! Neptune is the same restrictions and introduces us to our next starred alien, General Gregory. General Gregory also introduces the barrier. This ability isn't too bad as we have Major Space Cat to break the barriers, but we didn't need to use him here as General Gregory's barrier health is very, very low. Either way, Courier destroys the stage, as always. Easy. Oh, hey, new enemy. Le Solar works just like the other elephants, so yeah, he's gonna be pretty annoying. Easy. An inferior what now? An inferior hawk? As in Hawk Tua? Sirius introduces us to our next star alien, Project A. Project A is just like the other Anteaters except he's weaker, but he comes equipped with the warp ability. His warp isn't too bad as most of the time Catalite will be dealing the damage and he's warp immune, so yeah, he's not that big of a deal. Beetlejuice only lets us use one row and it's pretty easy. I anticipated Deneb to also have one row only restrictions, but it actually has no restrictions, so now like an idiot I have my cat combos in the second row so they're doing nothing. Anyways, this stage introduces us to our next starred alien, Corporal Wayland. Corporal Wayland is a variant of Mr. Mole that replaces the knockback ability with the warp ability. This isn't that annoying, so once again, not that big of a deal. Cosmic Lounge restricts us to only using special, rares, and super rares. As you can see, these restrictions are absolutely brutal, and Ponus isn't playing around. I'm about to piss my pants just making this voiceover. Jokes aside, this is basically no restrictions for us, and it's super easy. Cider Star is the same restrictions, and we just bulldoze through with Courier. We get a forehead. What are these treasures, bro? The footage for these next couple stages didn't save properly, so I don't have them, so this is just a screen recording from the stream, so ignore the drop in quality. Canopus introduces us to our next starred alien, Spacefish Jones. And this one's actually pretty difficult. He has a lot of range and does a lot of damage, and as you can see from my reaction, I was not ready. Whoa! The other stages I lost the footage for aren't really important, so we're just gonna skip to the next stage I have footage for. Titan is where things start to spice up and get more difficult. This stage restricts me to only using cats that cost 1200 and up, which, if you couldn't tell, this is what I'm working with. Not a lot of cats. After barely escaping death with this board, we're able to claim victory. Scaling isn't too bad, for this chapter at least. The next stage in this story is Gory Gory, which is pretty easy and gives my Courier some glory. Unfortunately, I didn't get a treasure to add to my inventory. Oh my god, I'm literally Dr. Seuss. Broton is literally just peon spam. What's the point of this stage? On the bright side, this dancer search was super satisfying. But we better enjoy our fun while it lasts, because we are quickly approaching the final boss of this chapter, Cat God. And I don't want to keep you guys waiting, and the stages leading up to Cat God are super boring. There's no new enemy introduced, no nothing, so let's get it. After beating Chapter 1, we unlock pretty much nothing. We get a 70% discount on Cat God miracles, but we can't use that. Anyways, starting off Chapter 2, we get introduced to our newest star alien, Ultra Baba. Unlike the other star aliens we faced off, we actually can't brute force this barrier, meaning that we actually need a barrier breaker this time. We chose Manic Macho Legs, and after breaking this barrier, Ultra Baba becomes completely helpless, and it's an easy victory. Just like Chapter 1, this stage takes away my ability to use special cats. Unlike Chapter 1, it's actually not a cakewalk. You see, there's one thing that I've been neglecting up to this point. Treasures. Treasures severely weaken the stats of star aliens, and I haven't really gotten any up to this point. Due to my lack of treasures, these star pangs are a lot more difficult to handle than they were in Chapter 1. And this decision to not get any treasures is really going to come back to bite me, as you'll see later in this video. Either way, we still come out on top, thanks to Courier. Jupiter has the same restrictions, and this horde of Shibillion elites gets completely obliterated by Courier. Saturn, okay, you know what? How about instead of just recapping every single stage, we just skip to the good stuff. Suffering! Pluto is the first roadblock of the video. Because of the aforementioned lack of treasures, these General Gregories are an absolute nightmare. This stage also takes away my ability to use rare cats, meaning that I have literally no anti-alien right now, so I just have to brute force my way through it. And because of these Gregories having so much HP and attack because of my lack of treasures, that's not really possible for now. No matter what legend unit I tried, or how many meat shields I put, these Gregories would absolutely steamroll through my defenses, so I needed to grind some treasures. With some treasures and a magnificent surge attack from Dancer Cat, I mean look at that, ooh! We're able to beat this stage. The next couple stages were pretty easy, until we got to Aguham. Thankfully, I was streaming with FrostyBeat, go subscribe to him, and he suggested that I stack up Bahamut and Udodon on the initial starting Ultra Baba. I did this, and we unleashed complete hell on these enemies. Before moving on to the next stage, we decided to do a little side quest, beating SOL. Alright, here we are, the finale of SOL. Surely this is going to be a very well-designed boss that's also going to be really fun and challenging. I mean, it's not like they would just like, you know, let you just stack a unit that will completely break the stage. Because like, that'd be like really stupid.
Wait.
Oh, you've got to be. After beating SOL, we gained the ability to true form our legend units from SOL. As well as, the more important part, we're able to level up our units to level 50 now. We were also able to beat Cappy. Yeah, I used Talented Beefcake. We don't talk about it. Anyways, with our level 50 units, we were ready to take on the second boss of Cats of the Cosmos, Cat God. Again. After beating Cats of the Cosmos Chapter 2, we unlock Cat God the Awesome. who's not really going to be of value to us right now, but he's decent, I guess. Anyways, we're going to be skipping all of the boring beginning levels, and let's just get straight into the action. You know, the suffering. You see, most of our struggles were caused because of our lack of treasures. This time around, I was actually productive and decided to get all my treasures, but we still faced a problem. This is because, well, it's the final chapter, so the enemies are going to be a lot more boosted, like, a lot more boosted. And with the restrictions that we have to deal with, it's going to be nearly impossible for our 4-star army. Enter Skelling. This stage is the hardest stage that we've faced yet throughout the entire challenge. Let's just take a look at the many reasons why this stage sucks. The first and biggest reason is our restriction. The restriction for this stage is 1200 cost and up. As previously mentioned earlier in this video, I'm barely working with any units. The only units that I can use are like talented Dark Laser and Dancer and some legend units. Another reason why this stage sucks is because of the freaking star pangs. For some reason, whatever Ponos employee decided to design this stage decided to magnify these star pangs to 1100%. They gotta bring back the death penalty for that, bro. These star pangs also have the warp ability. As previously stated, most of the units in my loadout are legend units, and the ones that aren't have 1 knockback. Meaning that they can survive a hit from the star pang, which will make them get warped. And when they get warped, these star pangs have nothing stopping them from just steamrolling through and waddling on over to our base and absolutely obliterating me. If we do manage to push back and kill a couple star pangs, our defenses will get absolutely slaughtered because they also decided to add an IM base. And in case we haven't had enough warping, they also decided it'd be a brilliant idea to add 3 Corporal Wayland. To whoever made this stage, keep yourself safe. Just kidding, kill yourself! For our first attempt, I decided to use a defense up combo, a money up combo, and an attack up combo. We also used Dark Laser and Lil Jamira, I don't know why. We used Holy Valkyries to pray that we get a freeze chance. We also had Dogumaru for the warp immunity, and also to tank a couple hits from the Star Pang, and we also had Awakened Bahamut to deal our damage. Now let's see how that went. Pause. Freeze frame. Did you see that? Bahamut hit the Star Pang, and it didn't get knocked back. Our level 40 Bahamut with 100,000 damage couldn't knock back the Star Pang. You see how that's a problem? To tank a couple hits from the Star Pang. Yeah, remember how I said Dogumaru is supposed to tank hits? Dogumaru can only tank 6 hits from the Pang, and the Pang attacks super quickly, so looks like Dogu's out of the question for now. I came up with the idea to use Holy Valkyrie to get a freeze off of the Pang, and then finish it off with Bahamut, so we can preserve the health for Bahamut to kill the first Pang, and although it was able to kill the very first Pang, it ultimately led to our defeat. Several times. After like an hour of experimenting with different strategies, which I'm not going to show you guys or put you guys through, we eventually decided on a strategy that was working really well. The Dark Laser Army. You see, with the attack up combo, Dark Laser was actually doing fairly well. The problem was that we didn't have too many of them. So we decided to replace the money combo and the defense combo for a double research combo, and we just spammed Dark Lasers. The strategy was working very well, and we got this attempt. After killing the final Pang, all that was left was to clean up, and we finally beat this stupid stage. The next couple stages were fairly standard, so we got to our next roadblock, Andromeda. Now, Andromeda is not as bad as Skelling was, but it's still pretty annoying. And this is because of the Gardevoir Bros and the Nimoy Boar. Both of these enemies work really well together. The Nimoy Boar is supposed to push through our defenses, while the Gardevoir Bros stays back and warps all our units to assist the Boar. This combination of enemies was able to steamroll through our defenses, and we lost. Another reason why this stage sucks is because we're only limited to using one row, meaning that we can't use our cat combos, so no Dark Laser Army. But hold that thought, Dark Laser is still good. By purposefully letting one of our Dark Lasers get warped by the Gardevoir Bros, it can actually reach the base and start generating waves to kill it. Now it just becomes a matter of stalling the boars until Dark Laser can chip away at the base and we beat the stage. Now it's time for the boss of Cats of the Cosmos Chapter 3, Cat God, yet again.
Oh my god, look at the Queer Army! Look at the Queer Army, go! Go! Go, march forward! Yes! Go, Queer Army! Yes!
And just like that, we'd beaten Cats of the Cosmos. Thank you all for— wait, what? Filibuster invasion? Let's go! I beat floor 40 with the help of Balgor, who gave me the loadouts on the more difficult floors. Beat Dogumaru with Balgor's help too. I unlocked Urz and Fenner, as well as Doron. I also got Itty, and lastly I got Slime Cat. Thank you guys all for watching. This video is 20 minutes long, so if you guys watched this far, you're definitely a real one. So comment Cosmic Real One. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Aku Realms, I'm ready for you.